What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. And today I have the greatest honor of introducing one of the legends in the real estate game, Mr. Johnnie Morine of the People's Title Company. What's up, family?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, man.
Did I do you right? Did I bring you in okay?
You pronounced the name right, man.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you did.
You know, I studied, I had ChatGPT. I said, hey, say this right for me.
Will it do that?
Yeah.
I love ChatGPT, okay? I love it. I use it every day, about 20 times a day, if not more, so yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, just like me, you're a cigar enthusiast. So we met at what was it? Spa Castle, Spa King?
Spot House.
Spa Castle.
Yes, we did.
Right, hanging out, drinking, and we connected, and then we ran into each other at Cigar Jungle.
Yeah, I think it was the next day.
The very next day.
I went out to went to Arlington to check out this place. I wanted to have an event for my family reunion.
Mm.
And I'm sitting in there talking to the other people, the owners,
Yeah.
and I see through the window this guy walking up. I said, I know that guy. I know that guy. I know that guy right there. He's just come in, and like, wow, I just met him the night before.
Yeah, and good people meeting good people, and just man, you was just so welcoming. We had a good time hanging out at the spa.
Yeah,
and
I
just
ended up staying there a lot longer.
Yeah, but you was relaxing though.
Yeah.
It's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. So I'm going to fire up my stogie with our Kingpin Luxury torch. Pick it up at kingpinluxury.com. As you can see, the single flame. Like, we sell these, by the way.
It's good to know.
Right.
Will you help me out?
Come on. I'm gonna let you do it on your own. All you gotta do is toast.
This is pretty.
Toast the foot and puff a little bit.
This is really smooth, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's really a smooth lighter out here.
You like that?
That's the smoothest one I've found, really.
That's the whole point of it, man. It's sleek, it's slim fit.
So do your guests get to take one of those with them?
I have one for you.
I
have one for you.
will sit back.
Yeah, I come bearing gifts, man. You took time out because you came all the way up from the Woodlands, hanging out with me, and I appreciate you taking your time out for me, man.
Yeah, I think we've known each other now for 2 or 3 months, something like that. But it was instant, though. Instantly a connection. There was something funny we were talking about, the conversation in the spa that day. And you said something funny anyway. I can't remember what it was, but anyway,
I think I was drinking, so I'll talk a lot of trash.
So we just started connecting from that point forward.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about how, like, we know where you are right now. How do we get there, right? Because you're being in the real estate game, and a lot of people think starting in the real estate game or parts of the real estate game, the end all be all is be a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand there's so many different aspects to it. Mm-hmm. What made you go title company versus mortgage? What made you go title company versus real estate agent? Because at the end of the day, they both got to come see you.
I like that. That's why I did the title. But I started in real estate. I started real estate in 2013. In December 2012, I wrote a 5-year business plan out because I came from a business background. So some people thought it was kind of weird, odd. But I wanted to know, I have to identify where I am right now and my strengths and weaknesses. I did a SWOT analysis and my opportunities and my threats.
Right.
If I went into real estate. And so I wrote the business plan out in 2012, and I ordered my online class from Kaplan University back in January. That was my plan to start real estate school the 1st of January.
Right.
So I got the books in. Well, first I got the online thing in. I started reading online, but I like the books also because I like to put my hands on something. And I did the first class without the books because the books came in like a day later.
Right.
30-hour class. But I did 6 classes in 6 days.
You was
So
lit.
180 hours. And
You was super focused.
no one, yeah, determined and focused. And no one has ever done it that quickly before from what I've heard.
Mm.
The only other person I ran into had done it in 12 days. And that was impressive as well. So a few months later, needless to say, the state of Texas changed how that works.
Mm.
You got to wait 48 hours in between taking a class after that. And I like to say that I helped them make that rule.
Yeah.
They're like, how did this cat do 6 classes in 6 days straight, then go take the state exam and pass? And I was determined, and that's what it was. I didn't know what to do after I had sold a company that we had built from 1991 to 2005. And I'm like, I want to do something else.
Right.
So I took a few years off with my youngest son. We went to Hollywood. I took him to several auditions. He did some little movie acting and stuff like that. Then we came back here.
See, I was wondering where the style come from, man. You got this kind of like superstar style, like it belong on the movie screen. So I'm like, okay,
The movie screen.
yeah, man. I'm like, okay, you got the bandana.
Look who's talking right here. This guy right there. Look who's talking.
I was just saying, you look good, brother. That's what I'm trying to say.
Now,
And you got a certain swag about yourself.
And you know, I hear that a lot. And I wrote a book on swag and personalities and integrity and everything else. And we'll talk about that book maybe at another time or something. But
Talk about it now.
well, it was called Special. The book is called Special.
Mm-hmm.
And because of time, I'll just go through it real quickly. I asked my, because we're kind of jumping around a little bit, and that's okay, because we're just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked myself in the middle of the night, one night, like 2:30 in the morning. I was a pretty successful real estate agent from day one. I was doing 30, 35 files a year, and the average agent was doing like 5 to 7 files a year. No one told me that.
Wow.
I thought I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, you know, selling
Right.
houses and help people sell and buy houses, period.
Mm.
And a lot of people recognized me pretty quickly, and they wanted to come and work with me. So I built a company. But building that company, I had several agents. Eventually got up to 6 or 7 agents before I make some other changes into title. But I asked myself one night, in the middle of the night, I woke up. I think I was asleep, actually.
Mm.
I said, God, how do I help my real estate agents be successful? And he gave me a complete diary. And I wrote that book. And I woke up out of that dream. You know how you're in a dream and it doesn't make sense when you wake up.
Right.
Everything was crazy.
Right.
Lunch was under the bed, jumping off the table, this, that, whatever, you know, like nothing made sense. Everything that he had subscribed to me or prescribed to me, however you can say it, but everything stuck in my head. And I raised up and I grabbed the book that I leave on the side table. And I started writing everything down. And I wrote that entire book in the next 30 to 45 minutes. Everything that I remembered in that dream came to me. And he told me, first you got to have swag, self-image. Your self-image is important.
Right.
And then the P, well, I asked him, what makes me special? And that's when everything came to me. When I said, what makes me special? That I can do this. And other people are struggling. And so swag, self-image. And I'm like, yeah, I do have a little swag, self-image, that kind of thing. Drive Maserati. I like to be comfortable when I'm out working. Then persona. Not personality per se, but persona. That's what came to me. Yes, persona is important.
Right.
So I'm a golfer.
I hate it.
I'm a golfer.
I think I told you for jump. You want to do this? We can do this. We want to golf? I'm on the cart doing this.
But we can relate it to that evening we spent in the spa as well.
Right.
But I'm a golfer, and I related it to golf. And I said, I knew this for a fact already. But I was like, You can get out there playing golf, and I like to play with strangers, complete strangers, because I get a chance to meet someone new, and I play my best when I'm playing with strangers instead of friends,
Right.
and because I can concentrate and focus more.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and we normally will shake hands and exchange names, but it's about the seventh, eighth, ninth hole when you realize who you're playing with and what kind of person that person is, their temperament and stuff like that.
Right.
And if the temperament is cool, you're going to go ahead and say, I might want to do business with this guy. So when somebody sees your self-image, your composure, and your persona, and they like it, they're going to ask you, what do you do for a living?
Right.
So that's the S and the P in special. And then that's your time to give your commercial per se, or tell them your excellence. Tell people what you're excellent in, not your experience. Because we don't always have experience. I mean, we can say we were excellent in playing golf or playing high school football or anything, or bringing people together, whatever it might be. Give your excellence, not your experience, not where you work, and basically not necessarily what you do. So find a
I
way
like that.
to convey that. And then the C in special is common goals. You got to have common goals.
Right.
You and I have to have the same common goals if we're going to do business together.
Right.
You can't want $100,000 for a house, and I tell you it's worth $20,000. We can relate to this all sorts of ways.
All right.
You got to have the same common goals to get to that end point.
Right.
And then the I is integrity. Integrity is extremely important in everything we do and everybody we do it with. And it speaks for itself. And I can speak for like 15, 20 minutes on each one of these, so I'm just kind of skirting through here.
No, you're giving us gold, man.
Well, the A, I got the A now, but there's 3 A's. Now here's where it started getting even more interesting. There's 3 A's. The first A is attitude. A lot of people can have attitude in business. If you're an agent and I'm an agent, and you come to me with an attitude about, hey, no, my buyer's not going to do this, An attitude is a braking system.
Right.
It can stop anything moving. It can stop the most powerful thing on earth, an airplane rolling across, landing, a brake. A train, hit the brakes. Attitude can stop anything from going forward. So make sure your attitude is right when you're doing business, period.
Right.
If the other person's attitude is wrong, you might have a problem. The second thing is alliances. You got to have alliances. People that's interested in the same thing you're doing, or that can support what you have to deliver, support what you're selling. And in real estate, that means got to have an appraiser, got to have inspectors, got to have, well, not necessarily appraisers, but title company. A lot of different things make up your alliances as a real estate agent.
Right.
So this all came to me in this dream, and I know I was dreaming. I had to be dreaming. Anyway, the third A is audacity. You got to have the audacity to pull the trigger, to call the shots, to lead. The L is for lead. You got to have the audacity to lead your clients. If your clients ever start leading you, whether you have a buyer or a seller, you've lost them. And what losing a client might be, a buyer or a seller, you're not going to get a referral from them because they don't trust in you. They don't believe in you.
Right.
So always take control, whether you're right or wrong. Be right.
Yeah.
Be
Above
right.
all, be right.
Be right. Be right.
Above all, be right, because that's ultimately the trust.
So audacity to lead, and that's what special is about. Your swag and self-image, your persona, how you carry yourself, your excellence, your common goals, integrity, your attitude towards the business and to other people you're working with.
Right.
The alliances that you choose to work with you, like your photographers and what everybody, anyone. There are alliances. And then you got to have the audacity to lead. Now, if any one of those, and the dream went on, any one of those things are missing, you're going to have a problem in that transaction.
Right.
If 2 of them are missing, you probably should run. So I take special to account when I do anything large in my life, in my business. I take it into account, and I have to stop and pause because I'll forget to do it. Stop and pause and go through your special. If 1 or 2 of those things are missing, you got to make a decision.
Right.
You're going to force this thing to close or go to the next person that's not your client.
That's powerful stuff right there. And you said it all came in premonition.
Absolutely.
And what I loved about it is one of the A's that says it said alignment. Everything has a line. And I'm a firm believer in that. Like I think I told you this when we were sitting in the spot, and I said I don't force relationships. If they don't align,
Yeah.
then I don't do it.
And when you were talking like that, I could hear my special.
Hmm.
I did. I apply it all the time. It's amazing. And I tell people, take this special and treat it like a pill, and swallow it where you started living and breathing and operating that way.
Right.
The more you do that, the more successful you're going to be, and make quicker decisions is the main thing.
Hmm.
Because one thing that can hurt a business is a waste of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And see that I live by a rule of odds, right? And my favorite numbers are 3, 5, 7. 3, always give myself 3 choices. 5, just because if there's a 4th choice, I got to make a 5th to have an odd man out. 7, the same way. So the way I do it is a decision is always made. When we take a vote, like say it's me, you, and another colleague of mine, there's 3 people. A decision's made one way or the other. Like
Yeah. Make
one
the
way or the other,
decision
we're
and
making
move
a
on.
decision.
Sometimes we have to sleep on something. That's that traditional thing we talk about. We have to sleep on something. Have something to go back to.
Hmm.
If you're sleeping on it, have something to go back and think about on it.
Right.
Take that special, go back and say, hey, let me apply a special to this and
Right.
see how it works out. And it can be disheartening what special tell you sometimes,
Hmm.
because you want this so badly. You want to make this deal so badly,
But
but
it
you got
doesn't
to make a
align.
decision, and it could hurt you
Hmm.
if you go through with it. Because you may not get to the end. Because one thing we have, and no one can take away from us, no one should be able to take this away from us, is our word and what we built and our image.
Right.
Don't let anybody else take that away from you.
Right.
Not 5% of it, 10% of it, 30% of it, nothing. Don't let anybody take that away from you.
And that's powerful. So taking special into your business, why the people's title?
Well, like I said, I had like 6 or 7 agents at one time, and frankly, I was starting to get burnt out on showing houses. I had a team of people showing houses, opening doors. I didn't even do that kind of stuff anymore.
Mm.
I just did a buyer's consulting or a seller's consultant, and I brought my agent in with me. And like, this person's going to be showing you around and doing this and that.
Hmm.
But all the paperwork would come through me. All the negotiation, everything else would come through me.
Mm.
So eventually, I wanted to get out of that, and I wanted to get into title, because in title, I'll have a chance to work with every agent in the state of Texas,
Mm.
opposed to just the agents in my company.
Right.
And the more people we can reach out to and work with, the more opportunities we have, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what drove me to that thing right there.
Mm.
And so we're in our 3rd year as People's Title.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's major, man. That's
Yeah,
major.
3rd year. We're in Garland, headquarters in Arlington, about to open in Los Colinas, September 1st.
Okay.
We've been in Burleson, Waco, and I want to open in the Woodlands or Houston. Now, we do have an agent out in Amarillo also, so we are covering the state of
All of
Texas.
Texas.
And we have people in East Texas we're trying to bring on board too.
Mm.
So I think I've set up the disciplines and the processes for escrow officers to work from home,
Mm.
and that's not a traditional thing.
No.
From what I'm told by my underwriters, we're the only company that does that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm determined to make that happen and show people that it can be done. And we are optimizing it right now, and it's working out great. We're closing, getting more business, and everything else.
And see, I love that about you. You understand how to build a system to make this machine go.
It's all about systems.
Yeah.
And I came out of the technology world, so I was used to systems and
Mm-hmm.
things like that anyway.
So in the tech world, what were you into in the tech world? Because I'm gonna go all the way through your life, man. I'm finna know just about everything about you, because that's the whole point of this podcast.
Technology. I started out in technology, and I built a company in 1991, I built a company in 1981. We sold in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It was came from a hobby that I created.
Mm-hmm.
I left a large company, large technology company, to work at another place, and people kept asking about, hey, where's Johnnie? Where's Johnnie? And people were telling me, coming to me saying, hey, this client asked about you. So I called them and check in with them. And then they wanted me to do some after hour work for them. And I was doing that at no charge because I just love technology and whatnot. These are large mainframe type of computers, not PCs. PCs were not even really prevalent at that time.
Right.
And then I'm like, I can make some money with this.
Mm-hmm.
I put an ad. I don't think I've ever said this on camera. I put an ad in a computer magazine,
Mm-hmm.
international computer magazine, about a product, a memory product.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the product. I put a full page ad out there just to test
Just
the
to see
waters.
what happened.
I started getting a lot of calls, and I simply told them, "No, we don't. We're out of it. We're sold out."
Right.
But it told me then there was a market out there.
Uh-huh.
Then I started finding those products and stocking them,
Mm.
and kept running the ads, and I kept selling and selling and selling. I mean, we were selling to Fortune 100 and 500 companies. We're selling to the military.
Wow.
We sold to 14 different countries altogether. People all over the world were contacting me because they heard about me and my they heard about our guarantees.
Mm-hmm.
I would guarantee a part for 30 days or 6 months or whatever the case might be,
Mm-hmm.
and I backed it up. Now this business was off of this is all about finding legacy equipment to keep the old legacy equipment working.
Mm.
If people didn't want to change out their data center and a memory board went out or a drive or something like that went out,
Mm.
I would find that part for them to help them repair it instead of buying a new system. And that's the company I built and sold it out for 14 years.
Man.
Yeah. From a hobby in a bedroom to the garage because I needed more space,
Mm-hmm.
then a 4,000 square foot building in Arlington and Grand Prairie, then a location out in LA and Chicago, then on to Toronto. And that's what made us international.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I had people breaking down all this equipment and cataloging it all, breaking it down, putting it in boxes, and we were drop shipping all over the world from different locations. I had never even seen most of the product.
Right.
That was a company I created and built, and we sold it.
See, what's amazing is it sounds like you move fast at the speed of light. Like where it would take someone like 30, 40 years to even achieve that in one company. It sounds like you did it in 15 with one, turned around and multiplied the real estate agency in a few years, under 20 years of that. And then now you're in chapter 3 of your title company. Like understanding how you build your system and you multiplicate that and you scale that is amazing.
Scaling, it's all about scaling, just duplicating or replicating whatever you've done that's working.
Mhm.
And I enjoy that. You know, people ask me what make me want to be a businessman
Mhm.
or what makes a businessman, really. And I say, being willing to do something other people are not willing to do.
Right.
Being willing to take that risk for the reward.
Hmm.
Being willing and going out there and doing it, taking that leap. Uh, Measured, of course.
Right.
Of course, you know.
Always.
Yeah, but that's what it's about.
You know, you said you sound like Tom Brady, right? He says fall in love with the process,
Mm.
right? Everybody hates the process. The process is practice, is throwing every day, every hour, trying to get it. Make sure you don't get it wrong. Make sure you stay on the right path. The process is boring, and a lot of people don't understand that success is a boring path because you're doing the same thing over and over, and you're making sure you're doing it right.
Yeah, and the thing about me, the process and the policies and everything, it excites me.
Hmm.
And I know, I mean, even people in my company, title company, sometimes they're like, oh, another policy. My goodness, another policy. But it makes us stronger
Mm,
and healthier.
right.
And so when people are looking from the outside in, they're like, they have a good system,
Right.
smooth operation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, how can we connect with you? How can we find you?
Well, I'm Johnnie Morine. I started out doing this
Why
thing
you,
like
why you say? Why you say?
that was a big thing. That was a big thing with me. Okay, that was a big thing. When I started out being a realtor, I'm just like, I'm Johnnie Morine, Texas realtor. I walk in the room like that, just yelling it,
Yeah.
just waking up things. And so a lot of people remember me by doing that.
Right.
And then people started telling me, well, your name have a good ring, so I kept doing it,
Right. Right.
Johnnie Morine, Texas realtor. Yeah. And so
It's one of those big announcements, though. It, it's funny because I can appreciate that because I'll be like, hey, this is Bryson Fowler, and everyone like, huh, there's Bryson Fowler over there.
right. I walk into rooms right now, they might yell, Johnnie Morine. No, but I have fun with the people. A lot of people thought I was not easy to approach, and but I had to get through the process. Well, the discipline things first, and then we can laugh and talk and have a cigar and have a cocktail,
Right. Right.
But anyway, find me online, peoplestitlecompany.com. It's www.peoplestitlecompany.com, and we have escrow officers that's ready to help you and everything. And I also own a co-own Morine Empire Realty and Associates, and that's our real estate brokerage that we are inviting agents to come in and join us. Yeah. But I spend 99% of my time on the title side and speaking with other people to help them out.
Awesome. Brother, I appreciate you.
That was too easy.
Hey, man, it's always easy. Like just talking to friends, man. So, guys, hey, remember, like, subscribe, share the channel. I'm Bryson Fowler. This is Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers.
Ciao.